What's up? It's me, Slippery Jim Mate, exasperated sigh. I'm never gonna be able to do the ones that I want to do because I keep making money in the previous ones. Like I bought all this stuff originally. Anyway, you know what it is. The Mercenary, Corrupted Shield, 1,000 of them. Technically, I've already done a lot of them. Uh, Maybe I just hand in 2,000 now. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just hand in 2,000 now, and then we'll edit it, and then we'll do a cool cut. So let's do replay capture. Maybe. Or just record them all. I'll just record them all. You past tense, I'm technically in the future, Jim, making the video, not really knowing how to format this. Gotta talk so you don't get bored while watching a time lapse, because the initial time lapse that I did at the end of the previous talking clip was so short that you didn't even get to see half the stuff because it took so long that the speeding up of the frames meant that you couldn't see half the stuff that was getting handed in. So yeah, I'm also probably gonna maybe figure out a way to show you screenshots of every quad tab with shields because I ended up not having enough space and I had to delete stuff to make up the stuff. So if you're here to figure out like drop rates of shields, which people already know, but it's good to re-know things that you already know, I need to figure out a way to show you all of that, even though I've deleted it all. Hopefully this was long enough. What's up? It's me, Slippery Jim Mate. Loot from 1,400 sets of the Mercenary. I've already handed in 400 of them. The good ones are in this tab, which I will show you after I show you a time lapse of handing in all of them, I assume. Wait, do you mean the time lapse we just recorded? Or do you mean another time? Do I have to talk again, but like twice as long because the first time we handed in 2,000 cards and this time we're handing in 5,000 cards? God damn it, Jim. Well, on hindsight, having looked at that first amazing time lapse, I don't have to show you screenshots of all the stuff because we actually managed to show you enough frames that you could basically see everything. So fuck me going in and finding screenshots. If you want to know what shields I got, you can just like frame by frame or something by pressing comma and full stop if you're on YouTube. And you could just experience it all in its slow motion glory. Anyway, now what? Oh yeah, someone was like, "Oh, I really like the Toad story." Great. Here's another story for you. We're sitting up at Nana's having some lunch with the family over. And okay, wait, no, you need the backstory for this story. My nephew's birthday was a thing, and I got him some Minecraft books and a bottle of candy. And my sister didn't get him anything, and I'm like, you can just go in on mine. And she's like, nah, that's okay. I'm like, okay, why don't you just give him this bottle of candy and say that you got it to him? Like, it's better to do something than nothing. She's like, yeah, okay. And then it turns out that bottle of candy was his favorite birthday gift from literally like 30 people, different people. The best one was a bottle of candy because kids are simple like that. And I'm like, haha, technically I win because it's my bottle of candy. Anyway, sitting up at Nana's like a month later, and my niece was talking to me, and she's like, she leaned over and she's like, "Do you want to know what I want for my birthday?" And I'm like, no, what is it?" She's like, "I want the thing that the nephew got. I want a bottle of candy." I'm like, "Why are you telling me?" She's like, I don't know." I'm like, "Well, okay, I guarantee you, I'm gonna buy you that bottle of candy." And now I've got this bottle of candy here. You see, and I don't know if it picks up, but it's just like the hard fruit candy that you get from like those machines where you put in like a quarter and you get like five of them. So I guess they've always seen the hard fruit candy like and not had money and they can't buy it, and now they've literally got their entire own box. And it's not like they eat it all in a day like I would have done when I was a kid. Like it took them like a month to get through it, which is probably like why it's such a big commodity item amongst these children is because they're always all the other ones are always sucking up. Can I have a fruit candy? Like they're always very polite about it. It's not like there's fights or anything. I mean, there might be fights. It's all behind the scenes. But hey, better to give them a commodity item than an item that has a battery with annoying noises that won't die for another 10 years. Hopefully that was long enough, and hopefully that was a good story. I mean, I'm winning every birthday from this point onwards. Everyone's just gonna get bottles of candy. Now I need to talk so that you can see me sort, and we can talk while we sort, and we can sort while we talk. So I was giving away these quad tabs of shields that I assumed were shit to just random people in like trade channels, and I tried to do global, but they were too busy talking about why it's illegal to call someone a bitch in global, but it's legal to have cum in your name or something like that. I don't really know. Global's a bit of a weird place. And anyway, I threw up like a status message of like, hey, does anyone want a free quad tab of shields? And this dude named Moby, who plays SSF, jumped on and took all of my shields into all of his stash tabs. And I'm like, that's great. That freed up a bunch of space. So now I can hand in the remaining 1,600. And this has taken me 5 to 6 fucking hours out of my. I thought adding in div cards was going to be an easy experience, not when you do really big numbers like this. Anyway, he took in a bunch and then he like started like deleting them, deleting the shit ones, and he gave me back the good ones. So now I've got the like some extra filter ones. Anyway, let's just keep handing in. I still got more to hand in. We still haven't done 7,400 or something. What's the number? 1,400 is 7,000 total cards. Then I handed in like 6 or 7 extra ones just to spice things up. So yeah, this should be we should be pretty close to like finishing. We should be done handing them in now. And now I can talk to you about like how much I regret this or how much I made, maybe, hopefully how much I made. So, before we get started on showing you all the belts and stuff, I will just call attention to the fact that yes, I did ask Sir Gog like what the approx chance of getting a Squire from a Ancient Orb is, and he said something like 1 in 1,400, which weirdly enough combines perfectly with my set number, but I picked my set number before I asked GOG the rate, and also that would imply that they're doing them on the big shield bases, because the div card doesn't care what, like, if you put an Ancient Orb on a tiny shield, you're only going to get tiny shields, and a Squire is a big shield. So if I'd have to like segregate the div card into somehow giving bigger shield types, but it doesn't. So, you know, probably shouldn't have expected a Squire, and that's why we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 8, 63 shields. I never really learnt my 8 times tables or my 7 times tables. Is 8 times 8 64? So we got 63 oppressors, and I mean, I haven't. This is just the bronze. This is the bronze. This is the silver. This is the gold. We're in the bronze tab right now. Technically, we don't know if we didn't get a Squire or not. But yeah, I don't think any of these are worth anything, but I just kept them because I thought it'd be funny. And every time I got an oppressor, I was like, huh? Like, even though a Squire would have white sockets, Jim, you dummy. Anyway, these are the ones that Moby filtered for me, and a couple that I checked for myself. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole check the value every time, but this is like +5 curse, and this is Fizz taking his fire on an RF shield, and this is Fizz taking his fire on a I don't know, and this is +4 minion, and this is Fizz taking his cold on a Lyco, and this is +1, +1. I didn't keep all my +1s. Duration minion, Warcry on a Warcry thing. +1 on a quant thing, +1 on a quant thing, duration minion. I think duration on this minion base is like 50C or something. Aura on a Warcry thing, +1 on a generic thing, Fizz's fire on an RF thing, +5 curse again, chance to block on a chance to block shield, AoE curses, determination. I don't really know if that's worth anything. Curse, another +5 curse thing, another +5 curse thing, AoE curse, curse again, life, and a bit of life, and Warcry on a Warcry shield. That's the silvers. Now let's have a look at the golds, which I will actually like slowly manually display capture-y, price checkery. Not all of them, but just like these good ones. Yep, yep. I saw a Wrathpith, but I didn't see a Squire. There you go. Spoilers, we're done. You can stop watching. I saw a Prism Guardian, but I didn't see a Squire. I saw 2 Emperor's Vigilances, but I didn't see a Squire. And I saw 4 Aegis Auroras, didn't see a Squire, and 5 Sapple's Frame, but I didn't see a Squire. These are the quant ones which are 8 quant, but I didn't really check the implicits. So ES 8 quant, duration 8 quant, projectile 8 quant, reduce crit 8 quant, AoE 8 quant, reduce crit, block, max block, AoE, Warcry gems, level of curse. No +1 generics. The Zeals are all just apparently a good base for, I don't know. Malachai's Loop is a good base for power charge something shenanigans. I don't know what build uses it, but I'm going to hover over each one individually. I don't really care. I'm not going to look. The Zeals was like 5-way farmers or something, but I don't really know necessarily what they want, but I'm just going to hover over everything individually, and if you know how Zeals or Malachai's Loop work, then you get to see each and every corruption that I got, and you'll be like, oh my god, Jim, that socketed Warcry Zeals is so much, and I'll go, cool. I'm not going to vendor these. I've vendored everything else. I'm not going to vendor these. So, like, if you're going to go, Jim, there was like a +2 duration turtle shield is mirrors. It's gone now. Only what you see. Anyway, the Wrathpith is... Wrathpith? Wrathpith is socketed AoE, which is probably worthless on Divine, but I doubt it will sell for that. A Life Prism Guardian is 10C. I just kept the high tier items. I didn't delete them if they had shit implicits. I just kept them so I knew how many of them I got. 75C. Block chance. Where? I guess it's not showing up for some reason. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Block 25C. Fizz from hits taken as cold is E Divine. +2 AoE is 4 Divine. Fizz taken as cold is a Divine. +2 duration is... We see, so I got 3 Divine. Wow, how much did this cost? The Mercenary... Oh no, how much... One sec. Mercenary. Okay. I had 7,000 of them. Divided by 230. Oh, let's just times it by like 1.5. Oh, that's not good. So it was pretty much gambling on getting a Squire, and I didn't get one. Well, shit. Hey, man, we're making up for all the profit we've made previously. I'm finally getting, like, expected returns. That's great. 7 chaos. 21 chaos. 21 chaos. About best case scenario. 5 chaos. Three more videos that I can think of making. Is it Heist Bases Double Influence or something like that? So this will be next. Experimented item Double Influence. It'll be next because I've got all this free quad tab space now. And then I got like Harbinger shards, and then I got like something else. And then I got like maybe 1, 2, or 20 videos that I can do, depending on how big the project. And this is like ignoring Harvest Science. Like if I just skip Harvest Science, I mean, if I do Harvest Science, there's another 3 or 4 videos, but I'm not really feeling it, because Harvest Science was like escaping the Prison of Simulacrums, and Prison of Simulacrums was like 2 weeks ago. I could just stop playing the game whenever I want now. Like, I feel like my goals are done. But by that logic, maybe we'll do at least 1 or 2 big boy videos. Not really big boy, but like averagely big boy. I don't want to tell you what they are, so that if I don't want to do them, I can just cancel, because they're like big projects. I know if I tell you that I'm capable of such a thing, you'll be like, why aren't you doing them? Just like these people in my DMs telling me to keep doing Harvest Science, even though I don't want to fucking do it anymore because I make my own choices. Anyway, yeah, that's everything hovered over as far as I can tell. Yeah, I'm hovering them over. I probably should have listened to GOG, but I'd already bought all the cards. And someone's like, how do you not know, like, the price of the, how do you not know the price of the cards? It's because it's not that I bought these bulk. If I just bought mercenary cards bulk from one person, of course I'd know how much I paid. But I bought like every single set I've found so far in one Omega purchase of like multiple divines, multiple hundreds of divines. So I don't really know. But if I come out of it at the end with less than what I spent originally, then I know I've lost money. And that's, you know, that's just two numbers I have to remember. Does that 200 divine boot pay for it all? I mean, technically yes, but also I'm just going to take that 200 divine and spend it again. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. Once I delete this entire price check and sell, wink, this entire wink of shields. Nearly said belts. Bye!